Hi everyone and welcome to my blog of Boyzone. I've been a fan of Boyzone since they came out in the early 90s, and that was about 16 years ago now, and I've first seen them live on the 27th of May of this year, and it was just amazing. As soon as they came on stage, the atmosphere in the O2 Arena in Dublin was just amazing, and my heart just was beating so fast when I heard them singing live. The show itself was, well, there's no words to describe it. The songs they sang were mainly old ones and a few new ones, and one song in particular I have a favourite is Better. As soon as it came on I just felt like crying. They also did a tribute to Queen where all the lads came on and they had the Hoovers from the Aircom advert, and the whole audience were just overwhelmed with what they'd seen. I also liked the way that it wasn't just all associated to one person or to the whole band. They all did their individual stuff. Ronan sang on his own, Stephen and the other boys did too. I'd also give credit to the backup dancers who performed brilliantly. They were just such a credit to Boyzone that night. I'm a big Ronan fan, so anything to do with him that night I was just delighted to see, especially his solo act, which was a song dedicated to his mother who died of cancer a couple of years back, and it touched my heart. What else do I say? It's not the first concert I have seen at the O2 Arena. I went to see AC/DC, which was my first ever concert back in April, and we managed to get right up the front to see them, and unfortunately the crowd control was not very good at the O2, so it kind of got out of hand once DC started, and I ended up getting pushed and started getting crushed, so I had to be pulled from the crowd, which I was very disappointed about because I was really enjoying the show, and the people I was with as well had to leave because of me. But once we got back to the back of the concert hall, we had the time of our lives. We could dance, sing, take pictures and not be pushed by the rocky crowd, which is brilliant. I liked it. And back to that concert, I love Brian Johnson, so most of the pictures I took were of him, and hearing him live, well, that was just amazing. And seeing him, and he also winked at me when I was pulled from the crowd, so I think that made my night as well. But anyway, we're not talking about AC/DC, we're talking about the brilliant Boyzone from Ireland, so I like them. I remember the first song I heard from Boyzone back in 1990. It was Love Me For A Reason, and it was played on Christmas Day as my sister had gotten that single for a Christmas present, and I think that's what brought me to be a fan, and I followed them throughout the years. And when they split up in '97 it was devastating. We had many a fan very upset, but they went their separate ways, did their solo stuff, acting, singing, families, etc. and then decided to have the reunion tour. Personally, I did not think it would work, but the boys had good credits and they've done it. They put on a hell of a show. The way they act and sing and dance is just out of this world, and I did not know they had it in them because I've only heard them sing from CDs, but seeing them live, there's no words to describe it, and I would love to go and see them again because they do so many different things and you don't know what to expect when they come on. And as for the end of the show, the boys actually came up from below the stage and they were unharnessed and they came up over the crowd, which to my disappointment was a bit scary, and they were nowhere near my side. And Ronan being my favourite, he decided to start doing backflips when he was on the harness and hovering over the crowd, and he was singing, and I panicked and I was shouting, "Ronan, no," which I do, I mother him. But I'll go back to the Queen tribute they did. The boys put so much thought into it, and I've heard they did Michael Jackson at the concerts last year and it didn't go down as well as Queen. Ronan himself is an avid Queen fan, so I think to him it meant a lot. And they sang every song I can think of from Queen, which was good, and they performed brilliantly, they danced well, they sang very well, and it was just an all-out brilliant night. Stephen Gately came on and did a solo on his own, and it was a very good solo and I loved every minute of it. Some people might not like it, but I loved it. What else is there to say really, but other than that Boyzone are the best band ever and I'll support them all the way. Good on you boys.